You are traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. There's the signpost up ahead. Next stop, the vocab zone. The first word of this unit is a but. It's a verb and it means to be next to connect, to support, to prop up. So, you could say, our backyard abuts the Petersons and is separated only by a chain link fence. The next word is attire, and it has two parts of speech. As a noun, attire means clothing, garb, costume. So, you could say, in order to eat at the fancy five-star restaurant, patrons must be dressed in formal attire. As a verb, attire means to dress, adorn, or bedeck. So you could say, on Halloween, little children attire themselves in all kinds of crazy costumes. The next word is avail, and it also has two parts of speech. As a verb, avail means to make use of, to take advantage of. So you could say, you must take care to avail yourself of all the opportunities you will have in college. Join clubs, go on travel, enjoy yourself. As a noun, avail means use, benefit, or value. So you could say, I begged my parents to lift my grounding and let me go to the movies with my friends, but to no avail. It was no use. The begging didn't help. The next word is crony. It's a noun and it means a very close friend, a buddy, a chum. So you could say, corrupt politicians often give special treatment to their cronies, old friends that they've known for years. The next word is cryptic. It's an adjective and it means puzzling, mysterious, enigmatic. So you could say, the code etched into the side of the building was so cryptic that no one could understand it but Sherlock Holmes. The next word is divergent. It's an adjective and it means going in different directions, different, opposite of convention. So you could say, our views on the death penalty are divergent. I go one way, my friend goes another. The next word is enmity. It's a noun and it means hatred or ill will. So you could say, in Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet, the enmity between the Capulets and the Montagues goes back for years. To remember the word enmity, hatred, you might think about the word enemy. An enemy is someone who shows enmity towards you. The next word is fervent. It's an adjective, and it means very earnest, emotional, passionate. So you could say, Martin Luther King rose to national fame in part because of his fervent speeches on the subject of civil rights. The next word is gaunt. It's an adjective, and it means thin and bony, starved looking. So you could say, when Allied soldiers liberated the Nazi concentration camps, they were horrified to see the gaunt prisoners that were waiting for them inside the barracks. The next word is infiltrate. It's a verb, and it means to pass through or gain entrance to stealthily or gradually, secretively. So you could say, after many, many years of trying, the FBI was able to send a spy to infiltrate the mafia and learn about all their traditions. The next word is nullify. It's a verb and it means to make of no value or consequence, to cancel, to wipe out. So you could say, the goal in the hockey game was nullified when the referees inspected the player's stick and found it to be illegal. The next word is perceptible. It's an adjective and it means capable of being grasped by the senses or mind, able to be perceived. So you could say, the change in her expression was barely perceptible, but I still, because I knew her well, noticed that she was hurting inside. The next word is plummet. It has two parts of speech. It can be a verb or a noun. As a verb, plummet means to plunge straight down. So, you could say, at the end of The Lion King, the villain, Scar, plummets to his death after falling off a cliff. As a noun, plummet means a weight fastened to a line. So you could say, fishermen often use plummets to make their lines sink down to the bottom of the sea to catch the fish that live there. The next word is proclaim. It's a verb and it means to declare publicly or officially. So you could say, After years of lobbying, in the 1980s, Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday was finally proclaimed to be a national holiday by the United States government. The next word is proxy. It's a noun and it means an agent, a substitute, written permission allowing one person to act in another person's place. So you could say, when the chairman of the board could not make it to the meeting, he appointed his son as his proxy to go and vote in his place. The next word is rankle. It's a verb, and it means to cause anger, irritation, or bitterness. The idea is that if something rankles you, it gets worse with the passage of time. So you could say, the insult seemed minor on the surface, but in fact it rankled me and destroyed my self-esteem for years afterwards. The next word is scavenger. It's a noun, and it is a person who takes good materials from waste, or an animal that feeds on dead bodies or carcasses. So you could say the turkey vulture is one of the most recognizable scavengers in our local ecosystem. You can often see them feeding on dead animals by the side of the road. The next word is stint. It can be a verb or a noun. As a verb, to stint means to be stingy or frugal. So you could say, the host made sure not to stint on food and drink for the guests at the party. There was plenty to go around. As a noun, a stint is a limit or restriction, or a period of activity. So you could say, Tom Hanks did a stint on a sitcom called Bosom Buddies before becoming one of the most famous movie stars in the world. The next word is stoical. It's an adjective and it means self-controlled, not showing feeling in the presence of either pleasure or pain. So you could say, the man adopted a stoical demeanor about life. He neither was happy when good things came along, nor sad when sad things came along. The last word is unflagging. It's an adjective and it means tireless, continuing with vigor. So you could say, the unflagging attitude of the young businessman paid off. All his hustle earned him a promotion and a place in a corner office. And that's it. All the words in Unit 8. Good luck. I'll see you in Unit 9.
Rappers are in danger.